Time to explore 10 hidden indie gems that are criminally underrated. Greetings, Indie Warriors, and welcome to another episode of Indie Underdogs. My name is Old Gamer Joe, and on this show we explore awesome hidden indie gems that failed to find a significant audience. From puzzle games to Metroidvanias, these lists have a little bit of something for everyone, so be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Indie Underdogs playlist as we have new episodes every Friday. Awesome games at a low cost. Games you've probably never heard of. And hey, don't let us go unnoticed either. Head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames and you'll gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community. Enjoy early ad-free shows, receive a shout out at the end of every video we produce, our podcast 3 days early, and so much more. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. First up this week, we're getting froggy with it, but sadly, this little indie may have croaked as it seems to have never found a significant audience, despite the fact that it's completely free. I Forgot is a short 30-minute or so horror game? Yes, a horror game where you must help a wizard frog regain memories. Taking place within an adorable little house, you'll unravel deeper, darker secrets while gathering potions and making various choices, which can unlock 3 different endings. Take in some really great writing, fun, spooky glitches, not like literal glitches, like, the spooky kind of glitches that pop up on you, and discover deeper, more sinister hidden messages. It's not that dark though, as the game does have a sense of humor. A little bit weird, without question, but I Forgot is a great little puzzle exploration game that's well worth a download. Plus, it's free and full of surprises. Another story-rich puzzle adventure title makes our list next. This is Cape Hideous, a rather surreal experience that uses an MS Paint visual style that certainly has its charms. Taking place aboard a pirate ship that's heading into a storm, you are a silent observer who must guide the ship successfully through your preparations, while stumbling your way through various underwater mazes and interacting with some truly bizarre characters. There's not much for spoken dialogue here, rather the story is often told through its environment. Much like our last title, Cape Hideous is a very strange release, but its insane soundtrack, unique storytelling methods, and short length make it a voyage worth setting sail on. Sure, it does feel a bit more like an interactive story than a game, but it's one you shall not soon forget. The game is normally priced at $5.99 and has an insane discount, making it less than $2 if you happen to be watching this video during Steam's summer sale. Our next indie offering is a great little action game called MoonWhite, which has not managed to score many user reviews on Steam, leading me to believe it hasn't found an audience just yet. I say action game, but there's a bit of a rhythm element to the gameplay of MoonWhite too, as it blends timing with martial arts quite successfully. It's not an overly difficult game either. Controlling Luna, you must match different postures and need to successfully guard at the right moment in order to chain together combos and progress further into the game. It only takes a few minutes to get through, but it's worth revisiting from time to time if you want to chill out and not feel overly stressed by a game. At $1, not much of a financial investment either. I like this one as someone who grew up playing games such as Karate Champ. Let's solve a mystery next with The Beekeeper's Picnic, a Sherlockian adventure. Personally, I'm trying to solve the mystery as to why this game only has around 200 reviews on Steam. This point-and-click adventure set in the 1920s has you playing as a now-retired Holmes who has taken up beekeeping. While planning a picnic for Watson, he once again finds himself caught up in a wacky, often hilarious mystery. Click your way through a seaside town, questioning locals, solving tricky puzzles, and exploring different outcomes in this charming adventure. It has a fun story, great pixel art, voice acting, and explores Holmes and Watson's relationship in a new way that you haven't seen in a lot of other Sherlock Holmes games. It's a funny 4 to 6 hour adventure that fans of the genre will greatly enjoy. On to a highly entertaining puzzler next. Larcin Lazer comes in at number 6. The game combines a bit of action, stealth, and memory into one singular experience that ends up being both addicting and challenging. Moving at a brisk pace, players must avoid dangerous lasers that vanish as you move. This means making a mental map of each area if you hope to survive. Making life even more difficult are guards that stand in your way. Expect teleportation devices, locked doors, ghosts, and other obstacles to hinder your progress. There's 170 different screens in total, a great jazz soundtrack, fun cartoony visuals, and an entertaining story to unravel. The game is clever, fun, and also makes for a nice portable option on Steam Deck. Just watch out for those bonus levels, they might make you cry. Halfway through our list now, we have another awesome puzzle game called Robot Detour. If you enjoyed Filament, another great indie puzzler, then you'll definitely appreciate what Robot Detour is going for. You control a wired robot who makes battery deliveries across 6 different worlds. Here's the problem though, you have a power cable attached to your booty, and doing any damage to it is no bueno. There's spikes in your path, enemies, and other obstacles that are looking to sever your connection. Each level takes place on an individual screen that presents a unique challenge. You'll eventually encounter other mechanics such as having to move blocks out of the way, but the gameplay never gets too complicated. Sadly, Robot Detour has only mustered a bit over 100 reviews on Steam, but don't let that deter you from playing a nice accessible puzzler that also works well on the go. Up next we have a very odd release that I personally enjoyed that might be worth a look for fans of Mario RPG. This is 24 Killers. This trippy RPG places you on an island of misfit monsters and has you playing as a super intelligent entity trapped within a soldier. Yes, that's just as insane as it sounds. Across the island, you will gather up monster recruits and gain the ability to transform into them, taking on different skills and attributes in the process. I love the offbeat visuals, vibe of the game itself, and callbacks to other classic RPGs. It's a really funny release that has a few serious moments too, but it's the world and cast of characters that are likely to stick with you long after the credits have rolled. Time for a major tonal shift with Rocket Boots Mania, a very fast parkour racer that mixes in platforming elements and precision movement. Across 70 developer-created levels, you'll need to carefully boost your way through obstacles as you slide and wall run your way towards victory across these well-designed courses. It's an easy game to play, yes, but will take some time to master if you want to really nail down its mechanics. Controls are very tight though, and there are even leaderboards to incentivize players further. A create mode even allows users to make custom tracks. Sadly, not enough people have played this one so far, as it's achieved just about 200 user reviews. If you're one of those people, then you're missing out on a very fun indie that looks great, feels great, and has an awesome, high-energy soundtrack. I know, it's a little bit generic looking on the surface, but don't let that scare you off. You might be surprised. Tragically, the excellent gravity-based arcade puzzle game VIVIDLOPE has a shockingly low 341 reviews on Steam, which is annoying to me because this game is awesome. Players will need to dash and spin their way through the Vividscape, carefully traversing some really cool upside-down locations, all while battling off foes and changing the colors of tiles. It's an addicting indie that features a full story mode, endless mode for those who want to shoot for high scores, a level editor, and awesome humor and retro visuals. The game definitely calls back to the Dreamcast classic Choo Choo Rocket in how it looks and plays, and the few that have played it agree that its excellent art, bumping soundtrack, and addictive gameplay make it a must-own for indie gaming fans that love unique puzzle experiences. The game is $9.99 normally, but it gets hit with sales pretty often. Last on our list, I leave you now with a critically underrated Metroidvania release, Fearmonium. With amazing hand-drawn animations that will remind players a bit of Cuphead, the game has a haunting clown theme and takes place entirely inside of the mind of a troubled child. Lady Depression will explore various mental hellscapes battling through emotional traumas. Combat is snappy, combo-based, with plenty of different abilities to be mastered. The story is gripping, the soundtrack excellent, and the map design quite good for the genre. Overall, this game stands out as something a bit different and unique for the Metroidvania genre, and I'm sad more people haven't experienced it yet. But hey, we hope that you found the next indie of your dreams right here on this list. A lot of cool hidden indie gems this week. We'll see you back on the channel for more indie gaming coverage, all the latest indie games, and beyond. Voice to the voiceless.